Out of the field, starting ninth on the grid. It's car 61 from Plattsburgh, Danny Dubuque. 9 cars ready to roll. Qualifier number 1, Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades, takes the green flag as we kick off another Saturday night of short track racing action at the Big A. And as they run side by side through turn number 1, Josh Terry from the outside takes the lead. The 51 not really reaching full power off turn number 2. He's sliding backwards. Keith O'Neill was able to move to the inside. 3-wide move going to the far outside of the racetrack, working the rim. Is Lonnie Rivers in car number 7 as he takes it right up against the wall off turn number 4. Black flag is out on the 3 car of Dave Drake. Out front, here comes Dave Raptoy in the 21, trying to take the lead off turn number 2. And lurking on his back bumper is the 1 of Cody Benoit. Benoit stays in line down on the inside. He finished second last Saturday night. In the previous 2 weeks before that, back-to-back victories for that number 1 car. He's running second now, looks to the outside of Dave Raptoy's number 21. Off turn number 2. Oh, there goes Lonnie Rivers for a wild ride. The 2-time defending track champion off the top of turn number 2, and he's going to lose several spots. He goes almost all the way to the back of the pack. A rough ride for Lonnie Rivers, and we don't see that too often. Again, that car is loose going up to the top of turn number 4. Lonnie Rivers tries to get the car pointed in the right direction. Josh Terry's off the pace with a 43. He goes off the top of turn 2. He's going to take a right and head back towards the grandstand. Back to the garage area, rather. As well as the 51 of Freeman Sawyer also heading back to the pits. Out front, it's the 21 of Dave Raptoy, the 1 of Cody Benoit. They're side by side in the stripe. And they're side by side off turn number 2, running down the backstretch. Benoit sticks the nose out in front for the top spot. Here comes Dave Raptoy back after him on the inside. Cody Benoit, 2 wins in 2010, working the outside. Coming off turn number 4, down to the stripe, he's the new leader. Cody Benoit's got the lead in the 1. Dave Raptoy runs in the 2nd spot. Keith O'Neill keeping an eye on him in that 3rd position as they run side by side out front. And it's a good gap back to the 61 of Dan Dubuque, who is in the 4th spot. 2 laps to go this time for the 1 of Cody Benoit. Dave Raptoy not going away without a fight. He still lurks down on the inside. 2 to go. Benoit running the middle line through turns 1 and 2. Raptoy pinned down on the inside. Benoit gets a good run off turn 2, trying to clear Raptoy so he can run whatever line he wants to around the racetrack. Still working through the middle now, trying to get it down to the inside. Raptoy's still there, though. Here comes the 21 back after him with the white flag out. Cody Benoit maintaining about a half-car length advantage over the 21 of Dave Raptoy. Off turn 2, a good line for Benoit that time. Smooth off turn 2, and he'll pull away. 2 car lengths into 3 and 4. Dave Raptoy trying to close back in on the back bumper, but he is out of time. Checkered flag is out. Cody Benoit gets the victory. 2nd to Dave Raptoy in the 21. 3rd goes to Keith O'Neill in the 0. Lonnie Rivers is going to manage a 4th place finish with his number 7. And Dan Dubuque in the 61 will finish 5th, and then it's Metalman in the number 2. It is Tim Baker in the number 32. 8 cars set to take the green flag, and qualifier number 2 for the Renegades. Here they come off the 4th turn, down the front stretch, and the 2nd qualifier is underway. Don Brissett on the inside in the number 8. Leading the field into turn number 2, Keith Pelkey trying to follow him down on the inside. They work through some of the kitty litter put down on the top of the 2nd turn. Pelkey in the 24 has the inside line to 2nd. Joe Warren trying to move to the inside of the 60 of Roger Labounty and take the 3rd spot away as Labounty takes his car right up against the wall off the 4th turn. Out front is Don Brissett with the 8. 2nd spot, Keith Pelkey with the 24 as Brissett drifts high into turn number 2. Pelkey trying to chug down to his inside, can't do it. Brissett cuts the car back down to the inside right in front of the 24 of Pelkey. Joe Warren working into that 3rd spot with the number 13. On the outside, it is the Labounty number 60. And here comes last week's winner, Chad Provost, trying to take the 4th position away from Labounty and drop kick him back to the 5th spot. Don Brissett in the 8 is the leader. His lead is about 5 feet over the 24 of Keith Pelkey. That's a car link back to the 13 of Joe Warren. Another car link back to Chad Provost, who indeed has cleared the 60 of Labounty and has picked up 4th. Looking to the inside of Brissett along the front stretch is Pelkey in the 24. That line closes and Brissett moves down to the inside. Now again, the opening is there along the inside as the 8 of Brissett works atop turn number 2 and down the backstretch into 3. Running that middle line is the 8. Here comes the 24 of Pelkey, hugging down on the inside. Pelkey with the 24 car, moving through on the inside. He's got the lead at the stripe. Keith Pelkey with the number 24. He's got a victory for himself this season with the number 24 Renegade. He takes the lead away from the 8 of Brissett, the 6 of Provost running third. Joe Warren working a middle line. He is fighting back for that third spot. Right now has it. He's going to try to go after Brissett in the 8 for the third spot. Almost 3 wide off turn 4. Chad Provost wisely backed out of it with the 6. As the 8 of Brissett came back down to the inside, now he drifts back up the track. Here comes Provost. Here comes Warren. Here comes Robert Gordon. They're 3 wide down the backstretch, racing for third. Gordon to the inside, backs out of it with the H2O. Working that middle line was Joe Warren with a 13. 2 laps to go now for Keith Pelkey with a 24. Joe Warren to the 13 gets to that third spot. The H2O of Robert Gordon running fourth. Fifth, it's Don Brissett with the number 8. Then it's the 60 of Roger LeBounty running in the 6th spot. Out front, Keith Pelkey's lead is 3 car lengths over the 6 of Chad Provost. Both drivers have one victory this season. Good battle ongoing for third. Robert Gordon, Joe Warren, the H2O, the 13, with a white flag on the field. Less than half a lap remaining now for the 24 of Keith Pelkey. Smoothly through turn number 3. Here he comes off turn number 4. 10th place in points, and the winner, the second qualifier, Keith Pelkey. Second to Chad Provost, third to Robert Gordon, fourth Joe Warren, fifth to Don Brissett, sixth to Roger LeBounty with a 60, seventh it's the 36 for Bob Dragoon, 73 from Milton, it's Larry Underwood, and shotgun on the field with a 77. First time at Airborne this season. From Essex, Vermont, it is Greg Racine. All right, that's the field. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag is out on the third qualifier for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades. Out front, Rob Favreau and the Big Daddy, Don Franklin, as they race off turn number 2. Franklin has the lead by a nose. Favreau coming back after him on the inside. Side-by-side racing for the first 6 spots around the racetrack. Franklin working the outside, taking right up against the wall. On the inside, Favreau for the lead, and he's got it. Bob Favreau started on point. He leads lap number 1, but the Big Daddy Don Franklin hanging right with him. Oh, look, Favreau drifts up the track, pushes the 69 off the top of the racing surface. That opened up racing room for Mark Kerr, but he couldn't quite get there and make it stick himself down on the inside. But he will move to the second spot. Out front, it is car number 27 for Rob Favreau. Rough lap for Don Franklin as he got shuffled to the outside when Favreau drifted up the racetrack, just like he's doing now in turn number 2. Don Franklin slides all the way back from second to nearly the back of the pack after being forced off the track atop turn number 2. Out front, it's Rob Favreau running in that second spot. Mark Karen in the 5. Lance Raptoy has hustled his way to the third position with the 11 car. Fourth is Kenny St. Germain in the 40, but he's feeling the heat of the 25 down on the inside. Here comes Kevin Booten running side by side for that 4th spot, and now Lance Raptoy making a move for second. Raptoy dives down to the inside, turns 3 and 4. Here he comes through on the inside. He'll take second away from Mark Karen at the stripe. By about a foot, the 11 car had the second spot. Rob Favreau's lead is about 5-6 car lengths as they race off turn number 2, but again, he was loose. Oh, Kenny St. Germain's in trouble. In the middle of the backstretch, that car was pointed to the infield, so he slides backwards. Out front, still the 27 of Favreau. Lance Raptoy running second. Kevin Booten has moved to third with the 25. Mark Karen back to the 4th spot with the 5 car. Larry Underwood up to the 5th position with the 73. Rob Favreau trying to hold off Lance Raptoy and Kevin Booten, 2 of the top point guys in this division. Just 2 laps to go. Here they come off turn number 4. Raptoy in the 11 car, won on opening week back on May the 1st. Second place in points, and that 25 is a 3rd place point man for Kevin Booten. He's still in search of his first victory in 2010. But Rob Favreau's holding him off. He's maintaining about a 3 car length advantage, and he's got 1 circuit left. 1 lap to go for the 27. The O'Neill's Laundry number 27 Renegade for Rob Favreau. As he races off turn number 2, the battle for second is a good one. Lance Raptoy on the outside, Kevin Booten on the inside, as they race side by side for that second spot. Here comes the leader, the 27 of Rob Favreau. He's going to get it done. Favreau wins the 3rd qualifier. Second goes to Booten on the inside. 3rd to Lance Raptoy. 4th goes to the 5.
If you've never seen the Super Modifieds roar, hang on, get ready. They're cocked, locked, and ready to rock. Coming out of turn number 4 now. Here comes Belfiore on the hammer off of 4, right up to the wall. A rough start. The green flag flies. Let's see if it holds. Down into turn number 1 now. Here comes Magner back. He slides high, almost off the track. Down low, it's the 29 of Wood, moving up to 3rd position underneath the 17 of Sights. Woody with a nice pass there, moves into the top 3. Drivers are looking for the top 4 positions to get their handicaps back. Belfiore with the lead. Magner again high off of 2. Wood able to keep it down a little better. Magner deep into 3 now. Battle shaping up for fourth position between Seitz and the 97 of Lane. At the back of the pack, Haynes and Ravel's battle, wheel to wheel. The field begins to spread out now. This time by the stripe, 3 laps into this 10-lapper. Here comes Russ Wood looking low underneath his teammate, Bobby Magner. Can't get the job done, tucks back in. Justin Belfiore with a big lead right now as the teammates battle for second and third. Seitz hanging on to fourth, doing a good job on Danny Lane, who looks awfully loose in the 97. Well, next time by the stripe, we've already got 5 laps in. Just 5 more to go in this one, fans. As Justin Belfiore sees the cross flags from flagman Danny Horvath. Magner has started to pull away from his teammate Wood. Hangs on to third. Whoa, Haynes almost off the speedway in turn 2 at the back of the pack. Up front, Belfiore with a commanding lead. And Justin's been awfully fast. Justin actually racing hurt here today. Has rib injury from a crash at Lee USA Speedway. Doing a great job, not showing any pain in the lead right now. Two to go, this time by the stripe for Belfiore as the field is strung out all the way around the racetrack. Wood continues to work on Magner for second position. Belfiore in another time zone, out of turn 4, will take the white flag. Just one more time around, Wood gets a good run on Magner, not enough though to get by. Let's see what he can do off of turn number 2 now as we watch the rest of the field take the white flag. Haynes struggling out there in the 44. Checkered flag flies for Justin Belfiore. Second place goes to Bobby Magner. Third place, his teammate Russ Wood. Fourth, Ben Seitz in the 17. Then it's Dan Lane, Craig Ravels, and Bobby Haynes. Ladies and gentlemen, out of turn number 4, winner of the first heat race from Ipswich, Massachusetts. Rounding out the field, 427 to Timmins. Here they come now through 3, picking up the pace out of 4. Looking for the green. Green flag flies. Right away down into turn number 1. A good hustle by Scanlon on the outside of Bond. Side by side still. Scanlon runs out of racing room. Here comes Jeff Locke low. Shoots underneath the 88. Looking for second position. Meanwhile, Schulich Jr. works the outside past the 51. Side by side off of turn 4. Here comes Locke and Scanlon. That was close. Joey Scanlon almost into the front stretch wall. Hangs on well on the outside again. Runs out of room. Now Jeff Locke on the move in the attack of the 25. Bond hanging on to the point. Locke wants to get by. Here comes Shoot 2 in the 61 and Big Mo in the number 1. Watch those two veterans battle wheel to wheel through turn 2, side by side. We've got a car stalled. And into the pit area, it's the 427 of Timmins off the speedway. Meanwhile, look at Schulich Jr. Shoot past the 1 of Ordway. Here he comes now underneath the 88. He's not done. Looking for third place is Dave Schulich Jr. Takes over third position from Joey Scanlon. Opens the door for Mike Ordway. Meanwhile, look at the battle up front for the lead between Locke and Bond. There goes Ordway by into fourth. He's got his handicap back. Bond and Locke have a battle of their own going. Schulich wants to get involved. Starts to reel in the top 2. This time by the stripe. 5 laps in. 5 to go of this 10-lapper. A bit of a bobble by Locke. That allows Schulich to pull up right to the rear nerf bar. Schulich now puts the pressure on the 37 of Jeff Locke. And here comes the number 1 of Mike Ordway. We've got a 4-car battle for the lead. Locke not done with the 25. He wants to make a move down low. Bond gives him room. They're side by side, and Jeff Locke takes the point. Great move by the driver of the 37. We see some substantial bumps out there. You see the cars hopping around a little bit. I think that's what happened to Bond. Lightened the rear end a little bit. Allowed Locke to get a good run. 2 more circuits for your leader, Jeff Locke, and the rest of the field. Locke is starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Has a good race car here today at Airborne Park. White flag flies out of turn number 4. Here comes your leader, Jeff Locke. Bob Bond trying to hang on to second over Dave Schulich. Mike Ordway in the 1, all by himself in the handicap transfer spot. Out of turn number 4 from Raymond, New Hampshire, Jeff Locke. Home for the win, followed by Bobby Bond, Dave Schulich Jr., Big Mo, Mike Ordway, and row 3. Here we go. Coming off of turn number 4. Wow, a wild start. Look at that. So word reaching us that Danny Lane is actually in the Rick Wentworth number 10. And if we would have looked a little closer at his helmet, we probably could have told you that. Samet with the lead in this one. Summers all over the back end of him. Bellinger doing a great job in third right now. Lichty in fourth. Now Lichty wants to try to go underneath the 0-2. Brandon Bellinger from Fulton, now living in Las Vegas, working for Roush Engineering. Here comes Lichty now. Looks to the low side, not enough room to get by. He still continues to work all over the back end of the 0-2. Summers pushing Samet hard. Mark Samet struggling this season after running second in points last year with this. But here comes Lichty low off of turn 4. Still not enough bite to get by the 0-2. See some smoke coming off the number 10. Not quite sure what that could be. The officials are keeping an eye on it. There goes Lichty by in a third. Bellinger tucks back into fourth position. He still has his handicap. 5 in, 5 to go. And he raced number 3. Whoa, Samet slows suddenly on the back chute. Everybody misses him. That could have been catastrophic. The yellow comes out. Fourth. Wow. Here we come now off of turn number 4. Looking for the green. Green flag flies at Airborne. Oh, Mark Summers wants to get back to the front. Almost clips his left front tire on the tractor tire in turn 1. Lichty and Summers out front in a league of their own. Bellinger hangs on to third. Danny Lane doing a great job in the number 10 for the first time ever in that machine. Wow, and now Danny Lane comes to a stall in turn 3. And we've got smoke coming out of the engine. Wind them up. Through 4 they come. Green flag. Well, Lichty says, this thing ain't over with yet, big guy. Here I come. And Rocket Rob Summers says, get a little tire heat. We're going to start to pull away. Next time by the stripe, just 2 more to go. Robbie Summers looking good off of turn 2 out there. Able to get down the back chute awfully well. Mike Lichty with a little bit of a bobble off it too. They'll be working on that thing. White flag flies. This time by the stripe for your leader, Robbie Summers out of Vernon, Connecticut. Here comes Samet feeling racy at the back of the pack. Dives underneath Romanowski. Looking for 4th, and up front it's Robbie Summers home for the win. Lichty in for second. Bellinger.
13 cars, only 6 will qualify for their handicapped spot. Here they come off turn 4. Green flag is out. Fuster on the inside, McCormick on the outside, and here comes Clark looking to split the middle as they come off the second turn. The 44 drifts up a little bit. That forced McCormick into the bunker, but he's able to get back on track. We got a car spinning off the backstretch. I think that might be the brown turd, yes. Andrew Bordeaux in the 08 has come to a halt in the rear. Here they come. Green flag is out. Good jump once again on the outside by McCormick. Here comes LeVere on the inside. Clark's coming up as well. McCormick sideways in the backstretch. Oh, Fuster gets hit in the side into the bunker. He's off the track. McCormick's involved. Bobby LeVere is involved. And just Speedy Brissett, Jimmy Collins make up row 2. Stone Cold Steve Brissett and Rick Woodruff row 3. Rick Donor, Jamie LaFountain row 4. Chris Clark at the back. Green flag is out. And this time it's Seymour on the outside who gets a good jump going into turn 2. Archer trying to come right back, but the 357 will grab the lead up the backstretch. Here comes Collins into second. Archer holding on to third, but Speedy Brissett looks to the inside. And he wants to take that third spot away. Rick Donor just flies by the 59 of Stone Cold Steve Brissett. The team cars run in positions 5 and 6. It's a battle for 7th between the LaFountain 20, who now takes 7th and drops Woodruff back to 8th. Not for long. Here comes Clark on the move. He'll take that 8th spot away. 3 wide action into the corner. Look out. Speedy drifts up the track. Gets into the 95 of Donor. Rick's able to hold on to that car.
There's pretty significant contact there on the right front. Be interesting to see if that tire holds up.
Seymour is your leader in the 357 with Collins starting to close in. He's about 2 car lengths behind. And it's 4 car lengths back to Speedy in the 0-3. Stone Cold Steve has moved into the 4th spot as he now looks to the inside of the 0-3. Here comes Collins in that 0-2, looking at an inside move up the backstretch on the 357 of Seymour. Side by side for that number 3 spot off turn 4. Stone Cold on the inside, Speedy on the outside. It's the Brissett Bowl. Speedy now back to 4th as Stone Cold has moved into that number 3 spot. Rick Donor is up to 5th. 6th spot, the final transfer spot, goes to the 23 of Larry Archer. Here comes Jimmy Collins looking at the inside of Kurt Seymour. Collins will grab the lead as they come off turn 4 with 1 lap to go. Collins by a nose at the stripe. Seymour trying to come right back. Stone Cold looking for a way by the top 2. Speedy and Rick close in as well. 5 cars within 3 car lengths of each other as we hit into the final lap. 3 wide into turn 3. Seymour on the far outside. Collins in the middle. Stone Cold on the inside. And down the stretch they come. Your winner is Steven Brissett in the 59. 3 across the line for the number 2 spot. Donor on the inside. Mini modified qualifier number 2 ready for a start. Woodward inside. Riel on the outside. It's a slow pace as they come off turn 4. Green flag is out. It's a good jump for Riel on the outside, but he drifts a little bit too high in that inside line, just drives right on by off turn 2. Riel quickly falling to the back of the pack. That car seems not to be up to snuff. 3 wide into turn 4. Archer on the far outside, Chris in the middle, Woodward on the inside. It will be Malcolm Woodward in the 46 to lead lap number 1. Kurt Seymour kicking up the dust in the infield. He may grab the lead as they come off turn 2. How about that move? Getting it done with 2 tires down the front stretch into the grass. Jason Chris has moved to 2nd. Brian Archer, 3rd in the 21, but he's drifting up a little bit high as they come off the 4th turn. He uses that momentum to his advantage as he was side by side with a Chris 33 at the stripe. Now the 33 seems to be off power just a bit as the cars go by him on the outside. Archer to 2nd. Varno takes 3rd. Chris trying to come right back on the inside. Halfway. Shotgun Seymour is your leader, and he's got 6 car lengths on Brian Archer with just 2 laps to go. Jimmy Varno runs 3rd. Chris LeVere has moved into 4th. Matt Brusso is 5th. 2 to go. Here comes LeVere now to look to the inside of Archer as they hit into turn 3. Archer is there. LeVere sticks his nose in but has to back off. Now Archer drifts a little bit high coming off the turn, and the door opens up. LeVere will take 2nd. White flag out for Shotgun Seymour. Can he hold on, or will Chris LeVere run him down in the final stages? The lead is 4 car lengths. Kurt Seymour, the lead is down to 2 car lengths as they come into turn 3. Off turn 4 the final time. Kurt Seymour, the shotgun, holds on by a nose. Chris LeVere gets 2nd. 3rd spot goes to the 21 of Brian Archer with Justin Donor in the 1 and Jimmy Varno in the 11, rounding out your top 5. 10 Monster Energy Drink Bombers ready to go. Qualifier number 1. They pick it up as they come off turn 4. The green flag is out. Good start on the outside for Brian Caro in the 6. He's going to lead the pack off turn 2 and up the backstretch the first time. Caro is your leader. 3 wide action up the backstretch. Here comes Laporte to challenge for the lead. Myers on the far outside. LaGrave in the middle. Whitney on the inside. That's the battle for the number 2 spot. Josh Laporte grabs the lead away from the 6 car. Quickly on the move outside is the 72 of Curtis LaGrave. He's right alongside the Coro number 6. They battle together for the 2nd spot. The superstar runs 3rd on the inside. Here comes Scott Richner in the 21. He's going to move up and take the 5th spot. Whitney is back to 6th. Gadway is 7th. Pelkey and Brown battle side by side for the 8th spot, and David Arena can see them all at the back of the pack. Curtis LaGrave gaining ground on the outside of Laporte's 45B. Just a half a car length behind as they hit the midway point. Halfway, and now on the inside, it's Laporte by a car length. LaGrave closing in once again. Myers starts to gradually gain on the top two. He's just a couple of car lengths behind. Richner's moving up in the 21 as well. 2 laps to go. At the line, LaGrave by a bumper, but Laporte comes right back on the inside. They continue to race together up the backstretch. Cody Myers now just a car length behind, looking for a way by those top two as they hit the white flag. 1 to go. LaGrave, Laporte, side by side up the backstretch the final time. Myers runs third, Richner is fourth. The 5th spot, that's Coro now on the outside. Here they come on the outside, LaGrave, on the inside, Laporte. Checkered flag is out, and on the outside, Curtis LaGrave to win it. Josh Laporte finishes second. 3rd spot goes to the 75 of Myers. Richner finishes 4th. It's a slow pace set by Bordeaux and Collins as they head into turn 4. Now they'll start to pick it up as the green flag is out. April Bordeaux in the 23 leads them off turn 2. Here comes the cavalry charge on the outside. Joyle in the 58 in the middle. And some contact with the 22 of Collins, which forced him into the bunker. Black flag in the hand of Chief Starter Weasel Bruno. It's going to be a shake at the 58 of Joyle. Bordeaux on the inside. Now Joyle drifts high. He may have thought that was the black flag to go back to the garage area. But he went flying off the second turn. That gives the lead to the 57. Bill Joyle Jr., the new leader. Josh Duravash has moved into second. Those two cars started well at the back of the pack. The 58 of Bill Joyle Sr. is still parked over on pit road. One of the officials coming over to tell him what the story was with that shake of the black flag. April Bordeaux running in that 3rd spot. It's Mr. Cheez-It now moving up on the inside. Bill Desatel will take 3rd spot away from April. And she's going to now lose 4th to the 11 of Mike Whalen. Whalen looks inside of the Cheez-It. They race up the backstretch. It's Bill Joyle Jr. in the 57. And Josh Duravage in the 88. Those two cars have pulled away from the 3rd place battle between Cheez-It and Whalen. 2 to go. Right front tire was flat on the Joyle car when he went back into the garage area. No doubt a result of the contact with the 22. Now we got Collins in the bunker on the backstretch once again as the white flag is out. 1 to go for Bill Joyle Jr. in the 57.
Collins is treating this qualifier like the British Open. He enjoys the bunkers.
Hopefully there are none of those pot bunkers out there because it's going to be awfully tough to get them out of those. Checkered flag will be displayed this time by, it's another win for the Ausable Forks driver, Billy Joyle in the 57. He will win the second one. Josh Duravage will come home in the number 2 spot with Mr. Cheese at 3rd, Mike Whalen 4th, and then April Bordeaux.
Playing a shotgun on the field from Ausable Forks, it is Dave Drake with the number 3. So that's the field. We're ready to roll. 25 laps the distance for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag, and they're 3 wide as Robert Gordon is off the base. The H2O did not fire, and he went right up against the wall, fighting the handle of that car. He may have a tire down. He's headed back to the garage area. That is a bad break for one of the good runners in this division. They're 3 wide, running for the 4th position. Off turn number 4, Joe Warren coming through in the middle. Right up against the wall, it's Martin Karen in the 5. Down on the inside, Keith O'Neill with the 0 car. They continue to run 3 wide around the racetrack. Off turn number 2, down the backstretch, 3 wide for the lead. Favreau dives down to the inside. Dubuque works the middle. On the outside, it's the Brissette number 8. Favreau backed out in the 27. That 61 car of Dubuque on the inside, chugging for the lead. Now it's going to be Brissette on the outside of the stripe. 3 wide, racing for 3rd. Favreau, the 27. Warren, the 13, Karen, the 5. Also there is the 0 for Keith O'Neill as they run side by side almost through the field down the backstretch. Dan Dubuque in the 61, sideways, that rear end sliding in turn number 4. Favreau with a peek down to the inside as they mix it up, coming down the front stretch. Little bumper tag as Favreau appeared to miss it a little bit coming off the 4th turn. 3 wide now, racing for the 4th spot, Mark Karen to the 5 on the outside. Lonnie Rivers is moving to the front. 3 wide right behind Rivers. Here comes the 0. Keith O'Neill trying to get a spot on Rivers down on the inside. Great racing all around the racetrack. They're running 3 wide in 2 spots. 3 wide for 4th. 3 wide racing as well for about the 8th spot. Look at Cody Benoit work the rim in the 1 car. Benoit charging from about the 16th starting spot to the outside of Lonnie Rivers with car number 7. He's going to be right up against the wall, almost 4 wide off the 4th turn. Out front, Joe Warren is taking the lead, but they continue to run 3 wide around the racetrack now. Almost 5 laps they've been running 3 wide around this place. Mark Karen goes off into the bunker with a 5 car. He's going to lose a whole bunch of spots as he falls to the back of the pack. Here comes O'Neill to the inside of Dubuque. Dubuque is sideways over in turn number 4. Raptoy on the brakes. Dubuque spins down in the infield. Yellow flag. Because he is not afraid to take it right up against the wall, work the rim, even though he's at the back of the pack. He cannot be counted out just yet. Here they come off turn 4. Green flag. Back out. They really mixed it up coming to take the green flag over in turns 3 and 4. Freeman Sawyer got boxed up in the 51. And he looks like perhaps is headed back to the garage. Out front, it is the 8 for Don Brissett, the 13 for Joe Warren. Joe taking that 13 car right up by the wall, has the lead. Joe Warren crossing the start-finish line first, the new leader. Don Brissett is second. How much longer? Here comes Rob Favreau flying through to the inside. Keith Pelkey working on the outside. 3 wide again. Running for second, 3 wide, racing for 6th. Rob Favreau goes to the 2nd spot. Joe Warren's the leader. 3 car lengths the advantage over Favreau. Don Brissett runs 3rd. Here comes the little engine that could. That's Lonnie Rivers with the car number 7. He's trying to get that 3rd spot away from Brissett in the 8 car. Lonnie Rivers on the inside will have 3rd by the time he hits the start and finish line. Rivers is 3rd. Last week's winner, Chad Provost, teammates with Rivers. He's coming through on the inside, trying to get to 4th. Keith O'Neill with the 0 car, the meat and the sandwich right now as he works the middle of the racetrack. Lance Raptoy flying to the spot down to the inside. He's hustling into the top 5 now with that 11 car. Freeman Sawyer limping back into the garage. Joe Warren to the 13 leads. Rob Favreau runs 2nd. 3rd is Lonnie Rivers. Chad Provost peeks to the inside of Rivers to 3 backed out. Lance Raptoy says, I'm going outside. Raptoy takes the number 11 car, the McKees Island Pub and Pizza Machine, to the outside up against the wall. Couldn't really get good bite off number 4. Still there on the outside. Kevin Booten trying to get to his door with the 25 and trying to take 5th away from him. Still side-by-side racing in the mid-pack. We're approaching the midway point of the race. Lap 11 goes up on the scoreboard. Just 1 caution so far. Joe Warren looking for his first win in 2010. That 2nd place car, Rob Favreau, also looking for his first career victory, let alone 2010 in a Renegade. Here comes the 11. Lance Raptoy trying to fight for the 4th spot, maybe trying to get to the door of Lonnie Rivers around the outside of the racetrack. Good racing for 3rd. Rivers in the 7, Raptoy in the 11. Those 2 cars are the top point cars at Airborne. 2nd place point man Raptoy in the 11. Top point man Rivers in car number 7. They race side by side for the 3rd spot. Separated in points by 18 are the 7 and the 11. And it's the 11 car getting it done on the outside. Lance Raptoy goes to 3rd to the outside of Lonnie Rivers. Rivers back to 4th, and he's got to deal with his teammate now, although Provost got the right side tires off the racetrack. Here comes Kevin Booten after him with a 25. Oh, we got a spin. It's Larry Underwood with a 73 over between turns 3 and 4, trying to get that boat pointed in the right direction, but before he can, we get a yellow. 21. Remember the H2O car lost a couple of laps. The 60 of Roger LeBounty, the 5 of Mark Carrot, 43 of Josh Terry. Again, slow pace, so they mix it up in the middle of the pack. Now on the hammer, here they come down the front stretch, racing again, the Personal Trailer Sales Renegades. Just about halfway in this feature event. The 9th event of 2010 for the Renegades, and they are dead even down the backstretch to 3 for the lead. Side by side racing for the point. Rob Favreau works on the outside, taking it right up against the wall, a little bit too high. Lonnie Rivers taking 3 wide along the front stretch. 3 wide for the second spot. Joe Warren leads. Lance Raptoy on the inside has the advantage off turn 2. Lonnie Rivers to third. Rob Favreau's in trouble, still stuck in that third groove on the outside of the track. Chad Provost is down on the inside. The 25 of Kevin Boot in the middle of the racetrack. Here they come off turn number 4. Favreau continues to slide back. Joe Warren the 13, Lance Raptoy in the 11. Has room to the inside now off turn number 2. Kevin Boot with a tough time in 2. He lost his spot to Keith O'Neill, but here comes Raptoy. Raptoy to the inside of Joe Warren. Has the lead into turn number 4. They come off 4 down the front stretch. Lance Raptoy's the new leader. Raptoy looking for his second win of 2010. Trailing Lonnie Rivers in points by 18. Rivers has lost a position to Chad Provost. Provost, last week's winner, goes to third. Rivers still in the 4th spot. 5th is Keith O'Neill. 6th is Kevin Booten in the 25. Out front, it's Lance Raptoy. He's pulling away. Raptoy made a statement back around lap number 8 when he was able to drive around the outside of Lonnie Rivers. If you can get that car to fly around the number 7 machine, then you've got something underneath you. And that 11 car is pulling away from Joe Warren, who has driven a strong race himself in that second spot. Although sizing him up is Chad Provost with the number 6. Warren works a middle line along the front stretch. Provost a bottom feeder down on the inside. That 6 is hooked. So he looks to the inside down the backstretch into turn number 3. Here comes Chad Provost trying to get to that second spot. Trying to draw even for that second position off turn number 4. Chad Provost down to the stripe has second. Second by about 3 feet. Joe Warren running third with a 13. 4th is still Lonnie Rivers. Kevin Booten has gone back to 5th. Cody Benoit from dead last up to 6th. 18 laps showing complete. It'll be 19 this time by. The battle for second continues, running side by side. The 6 of Provost and the 13 of Joe Warren. Provost again at the stripe had second by about 3 feet. As they continue to run side by side for second, Lance Raptoy is requesting the check because he is checking out. His lead is now about 8 car lengths off turn number 4. Side by side, they continue to run for the second position, and it's the same margin. On the backstretch, Bob Dragoon with a 36. Sideways, he's off in the bunker, and that is going to bring out the 3rd yellow flag of this 25-lap feature. If they finish this way, he would also take a bite into the points lead built up by car number 7 and Lonnie Rivers. All right, here they come off turn number 4. 5 laps remain. Green flag. Even into turn number 1. Lance Raptoy gets the nose in front over in turn number 2. Here comes Provost back after him on the outside. They're even down the backstretch. Provost sticks the nose out in front to 3. Here comes Raptoy back to the lead on the inside. Seesaw battle for the point. Off turn number 4, Raptoy's got the nose in front. Provost on the outside has the lead at the stripe. Chad Provost had the lead by about 2 feet at the stripe. Lance Raptoy back after him on the inside. Chad Provost draws even again on the outside. The 11 of Raptoy back on the inside. Provost coming back on the outside. Let's see who leads this lap. Here they come off turn number 4. Down the front stretch again to the stripe. That time it looked like the 11 by inches. Although the 6 again was closing, taking advantage of that progressive banking, working right up against the wall. Lonnie Rivers fighting it over with the 7 car. He's back to the 5th spot. The battle continues out front. The 11 has the nose back in front. Here they come off turn number 4. Popsicle sticks are out. 2 laps to go for Lance Raptoy. His lead now about a half car length. Provost dives down to the inside. Slingshot move for the 6. Trying to get to the inside of the 11. Couldn't stick. Sliding up the racetrack. Had to get on the binders. The 11 drives away. His lead is 2 car lengths. Here they come off turn number 4. White flag is out for the 11 of Lance Raptoy. Chad Provost, does he have one more trick up his sleeve? Can he chase him down and make something happen? 3 and 4. Here comes Raptoy with the 11 car, working through the middle of the racetrack. Provost closing back up on the back bumper. Here comes the 11 of Lance Raptoy to win it. Provost 2nd, 3rd Warren, 4th Booten, 5th to the 1, 6th to the 21, 7th to Lonnie Rivers, 8th to Big Daddy Don Franklin. Looked like Mark Caron was 9th. But an outstanding finish for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades. Side-by-side racing almost.
How about that show put on by Chad Provost in the 6 and Lance Raptoy in the 11? Provost tried the outside. He made the slingshot move coming off turn 1 on the inside. Actually led one of the closing laps, but not enough at the end to get by the number 11 of Lance Raptoy. He gets his second victory of the season.
Raptoy was really hooked tonight with the number 11 car. Second win of the season for Lance. About to climb out. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. That was a great race for the Renegades tonight. Lance gets his second win, his first since opening day back on May 1st. He gets congratulations, and he'll head around this way, and we'll get a word with Lance. Well, watching the race, I think the point of the race where you really made a statement when you were able to move to the outside of Lonnie Rivers with the number 7 car, who, of course, has won 3 times, 2-time defending track champion. Get around Lonnie on the outside and then really chug your way to the front.
Yeah, I'm out of breath right now, but it was a workout. Lonnie and Chad both raced me really clean. Chad actually had a really good run on me on the outside. I thought he had a lot for me, and he ran really good. And but as far as getting around Lonnie, Lonnie's a tough one every week, and we've been struggling the last 3 weeks with a few problems. Got turned around a couple times, and came from the rear and finished 7th and 8th. So we're back at it. We had problems with the car, and we got that figured out. So I think we're hopefully back on track.
Several times in that race, cars were running 3 wide. Were you involved at that at any point?
Yeah, a couple times. When it gets hairy, you get 3-4 wide, and you got to make your move when the fast guys make it. If you don't make the move when they do, you're going to get stuck behind. So that's just the way it is,
And then talk about the final 5 laps. Lap 21, he actually led. He edged you at the start-finish line by about a foot, but you continue to gain ground on the inside.
Absolutely. I think he had a faster car on the outside. I was trying to stay off him so he could get a run and I could get a run. And, I just finally was able to get a good run up off and was able to clear the nose of his car. Once I got to the outside groove again, I knew I could probably get somewhere. But
I know you guys will enjoy this. Second win for you this year. Great job.
Thank you. Thanks for everybody coming out.
That's Lance Raptoy, everybody. Again, give him a nice round of applause. And Lance, we're going to have you draw a winning ticket. This is for the bike. This is the guy to keep your eyes on. 2008 track champion, 4-time winner, the Pistol, Patrick Dupree. Green flag. 12 laps the distance. From the outside of row number 1, the Brandon Bandit, Don Scarborough, goes for the lead. Dupree's got 2 already from the back of the pack. Scarborough leads Jason Bruno out front. Trying to chase him down, the 76 of Mike Wells, Leon Gagnon moving on the outside. Dupree has already put 2 cars behind him as he runs from the back. Boxed in now, diving down to the inside of Andy Haywood. Dupree has passed 3 cars coming from the back of the pack. Out front, it is Scarborough by 3 car lengths. Leon Gagnon closing in on Mike Wells, had to get on the binders. That lost about a half car length. Out front, it is Scarborough now leading by 5 off turn number 4. Scarborough leads. Second is the 623 of Bruno. Running third is Mike Wells. Fourth is Leon Gagnon. Max Vian lights him up over in turn number 2. Patrick Dupree about to move to the inside. Dupree trying to get to the 6th spot. Racing wheel to wheel for the 6th position. Here comes Pat Dupree to the inside. Getting himself into the top 6, it's Dupree. Out front, it's the Brandon Bandit Scarborough, leading by about half the front stretch. Scarborough leads. Bruno in the 623 running in that 2nd spot. The 76 of Mike Wells runs 3rd. Leon Gagnon running 4th into the top 5. It's the Pistol, Patrick Dupree. Dupree with a Saranac Country Store at 24, now running in the 5th spot. Don Scarborough leads by 10 car lengths over Jason Bruno. 3rd is the 76 of Mike Wells. Here comes the 24 of Dupree to the inside of Leon Gagnon. There goes the 24 of Dupree to 4th. Looking for 3rd to the inside of Mike Wells. Wells closes the door into turn number 1. Dupree had to get on the binders now. He's mashing the gas off 2 down the backstretch. He is 3rd. Halfway this time by for the Brandon Bandit, Don Scarborough. Halfway for the 11. Scarborough's lead is half the front stretch over Patrick Dupree, who is 3rd. Now sizing up Jason Bruno. Here comes the 24 to the inside of the 623. Patrick Dupree is 2nd. Now he will begin the chase. 6 laps down. Scarborough does not want a yellow flag. Yellow flag right now would be a disaster for the number 11 car. Out front, Scarborough. 2nd, Dupree. 3rd, Bruno. 4th, Wells. 5th, Gagnon. Right now, out of the running. It's Scarborough in the 11. It's the 24 of Patrick Dupree trying to chase him down. Scarborough will look at that scoreboard. He knows Dupree is running second, so he is now on it, and he is trying to keep him at bay. It's a half backstretch that Dupree has to make up. Lap number 9 going up on the scoreboard. Don Scarborough continues to show the way. Scarborough maintaining the advantage. Dupree trying to bite into it a little bit, not having a whole lot of success. Popsicle sticks are out. 2 laps to go for the Brandon Bandit Don Scarborough. Scarborough turning a lap time of 16.617. Dupree 16.387. Dupree faster by about 2/10, but time is running out. Just 1 lap to go. If it were 15 laps, I think Dupree would have a shot at it. Don Scarborough down the backstretch on his way to victory. Here he comes into 3 and 4. It's not going to be enough time for Patrick Dupree. Time is out. The sand has run out of the hourglass. Don Scarborough wins. Second to Patrick Dupree. Finishing third, here they come. It's Jason Bruno. Great job by Bruno, third. Fourth, Mike Wells. Fifth, Leon Gagnon. Sixth, back.
So the Interstate Batteries, number 11, takes his victory lap. He wins the shootout for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. In just a minute, we'll be going trackside with Rob Knowles.
He's climbing out of his car. He's the Brandon Bandit from Brandon, Vermont. Don Scarborough, everybody give him a nice round of applause. He wins the 12-lap dash. We'll get Don over on this side in just a second and get a word with him. Don Scarborough returning to victory lane. It's been a couple of years since that's happened for him here at the Airborne Speedway. You and I talked over after practice, or in the middle of practice, back in the garage area. This is a brand new race car for you.
Yeah, it's a new Bicknell car, 2010. Actually, I got as a kit car, and that means it's unassembled back in April. And I've been racing 3 nights a week, and of course, racing 3 nights a week didn't leave a lot of spare time to put this together. But we felt that tonight was a good night to maybe bring it out with a little practice 12-lap event and see how it handled. And we got a few motor issues, but apparently, with 12 laps, we can hold off 11 other cars. So I guess we're not complaining yet, anyways.
Well, you had an excellent draw starting on the outside of row number 1, and I think in your mind, you wanted this thing to go as long as possible with green flag laps so that you could get away.
Well, I was watching the scoreboard, of course, and I happened to see a couple numbers there that was moving up through the field, and of course that does concern you. But back to the draw, I want to thank Robbie. I don't know his last name, but the little guy who drew for me. Obviously, this wins for him because he drew me the outside pole.
Well, I know it feels good for you to get back to victory lane here at the Airborne Speedway, and we hope for you and your fans this is a sign of more things to come.
We can only hope.
Congratulations, Don. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Don Scarborough. Everybody give him a nice round of applause. He wins the 12.
Timmons, nose to nose, nerf bar to nerf bar, wheel to wheel. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. Got into turn number 1, 3 wide. That gets close. They bump. It's Locke. Locke makes a bump. Scanlon goes almost pit side. It looks to be the 35, 25 bond. Oh, look at this. Belfiore says, I'm the pole setter. I set the pace. Here we go. Green flag racing. And down through 1. Everybody makes it through okay this time. Here we come off of turn number 2 now. Jeff Locke, wheeling racing underneath the 78 of Salmon. Jeff Locke has a good race car here tonight. Gets past Salmon, tries to take it behind the 17 of Salmon. Up front it's Belfiore and Magner. Magner had a great run at Stafford Motor Speedway. Led most of the race only to run out of fuel. Through the field as well, following Russ Wood in the 29. Up front, Belfiore with a good lead. Top 2 this one, and Justin Belfiore has a good lead out there right now. Jeff Seitz. Jeff Seitz and Jeff Lockdown have pulled up to the rear Nerf bar in the 2011. Wood has gone back up to the 98 of Belfiore. They see the lap car of Bellinger. Bellinger dives underneath. Can he get a run? No, that's going to slow him up some. He's going to have to set the O2 up again and bring the lap down. Bellinger great job, stays high, lets some leaders by. Bond into the floor of Rebels. Look at this action on the speedway. Caution flag flies. We've got a pile up in turn 4 of huge proportion through 4. Green flag. Wow, Vern Romanowski almost running out of racing from the back of the block. Meanwhile, up front, look at Mike Lichty on the charge. Lichty has caught up to the rear Nerf bar of the number 1 on the